So after spending an obscene amount of money in the previous episode rebuilding the team in the summer, we're here ready for our first match with Manchester United against Leeds to begin our 5-year rebuild of the club. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the series and the channel. We are here, as I mentioned, doing a 5-year rebuild with Manchester United, and the team looks very, very different already. If this is confusing you, go back and have a look at episode 1. I'll link that up, a card in the corner for you to see where we did all the transfers in the summer. So the lineup for today, though, for that match against Leeds is going to be Donnarumma in goal, Alex Telles, Varane, Tomori and Max Aarons is our back four. We've then got Tonali and Fernandes in the centre, Rashford, Musiala, Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo as our front four today. Of course, the first thing I've got to do is change all the camera settings and everything, because it's one of those annoying things whenever you start a new save, it resets all the camera settings, all of your replay settings and all of that stuff, and it's very, very annoying. Hopefully here we get off to a good start, and the second thing I'm going to have to change is all of these bits, because that way we've at least got the league table. I didn't realise as well, we are the early kickoff, so officially we can go top of the league here. It might only be for a couple of hours, but if we win, at least we'll be able to go top of the league. That's the most Manchester United thing I think I've ever said. And Rashford here has just slotted one in and put us ahead. But in pure Football Manager tradition, the first goal of the save is going to be disallowed and has to go to VAR. How irritating is that? I was about to say, there we go, 8 minutes in, Rashford, young English lion, going to be the talisman for Manchester United, setting a marker down early, but instead of that, it's disallowed. Corner here for us though. Telles into Fikayo Tomori, his first goal of the season. He does get the first goal of the save, and on his debut. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. That's exactly what you want from a new signing. Let's go up that end, smack a goal home. I'm going to prove exactly why Chelsea should never have sold me, and then AC Milan can regret it as well. That's the idea anyway. That's how we want this save going. We just want lots and lots of goals. And as I mentioned in the last episode, we'd quite like some trophies, because it's been quite a long time since Manchester United have held a bit of silverware. And I'd imagine if you are a fan of United, and having spent years being ultra dominant under Sir Alex Ferguson, the lack of silverware now is getting a little bit concerning. And, you know, especially with Manchester City winning quite a lot. We're here to change that, and we are doing it in style so far. Alex Telles into Jadon Sancho. I mentioned in the last episode that I wasn't sure I was entirely comfortable and entirely happy with the left-back position yet, but so far Alex Telles is proving me wrong. He's got 2 assists for the 2 goals so far. That one, a beautiful run into Sancho over on that right-hand side for him to just tap home. It's not the best goal in the world from a glorious replay sort of standpoint, but it's effective, and Telles there fully doing his job. Here he is again, taking the throw in. Rashford now bringing this ball into the centre and bearing down towards goal. Sancho once again, this time he's hit the post, although it is offside anyway, so it's not the biggest concern in the world. And we are being ultra dominant so far in this match. Fernandes here over to Rashford now, just playing around with the ball on the outside of the box. Tonali, Sancho, Max Aarons now trying to get an assist of his own on his debut. That one was snatched at a little bit, now hasn't gone in. Rashford now, Musiala, and it's crossed in to Ronaldo, who apparently is pushed and is looking for a penalty. That looked pretty soft. I mean, we will take it because it'll be a third goal for us inside sort of 30-32 minutes. We are going to get the penalty, and it is going to be Ronaldo, obviously the man taking it, is because definitely the best penalty taker at the club. I'm sure Fernandes would have something to say about that. But there he goes, Manchester United's number 7, putting away his first goal of the season, getting the campaign here off to a really good start for Manchester United. Let's be honest, 32 minutes in, I think next season, which is obviously where this is starting, as a Manchester United fan, you'd be pretty happy to be 3-0 up inside 35 minutes. Although Fernandes has just put down Rafinha in the box, and it looks like Leeds are going to get a penalty of their own. We have, of course, got a really shiny new goalkeeper in the form of Donnarumma in goal. Can he save a penalty here? He can't. He's gone completely the wrong way there. He's never, ever getting to that. Obviously, he'd have to have really long legs. Can you imagine he just had this really ridiculously tall goalkeeper that all they had to do was dive and it would just cover the entirety of the goal? Because that would be cool as hell. That's a YouTube video in itself. I created a 9-foot tall goalkeeper. Let's see how he does. I might actually do that just for the sheer giggles. Anyway, ignoring my absolute crazy rantings, back to the match where Leeds have just had a free kick and Calvin Phillips has blazed that one over the bar. Obviously a big fan of Calvin Phillips, both in real life and for the fact that he was in our Hertha Berlin save in our Journeyman that finished recently for the last season and played a decent part in it. Ball here through to Rashford. Can he get his first goal? He can. That's a few already that Rashford has found himself in the right spot and has either not taken it quick enough or snatched it a bit. And, you know, it's given the Leeds defenders time to get there and block it. Max Aaron's now into Sancho, into Ronaldo. He's managed to get his blocked as well. Fernandes now passing this one back all the way to Tomori. And that is going to be the end of the highlight. And 3-1 at half-time for Manchester United. Pump off this a bit, room to improve, win the rivalry, malarkey. Basically, go out there and win the match, guys. Look, we're doing well. We know what we're doing. Go out there and win a match. I'm very keen at some point here to bring on a couple of the players that aren't fully fit, which is Ward-Prowse and Dybala as well, who can play 75 minutes, but I didn't really want to risk him on day one. Fernandes here is going to be taking a free kick. It's clattered against the bar. Oh, that was so close to going in, and it was so close as well to springing back and sort of pinballing its way in off of the goalkeeper there. Instead, we don't get a goal out of it, which is a little bit disappointing. And I think it is time now to make a couple of those substitutions. So Dybala's going to come on for Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sure he will be absolutely thrilled with that. And Fernandes is going to come off, so Ward-Prowse can come on as well if we can. And we think it's worth it. We'll bring on Justin Kluivert just so he can get his debut. Or maybe Upamecano. One of those guys. Ward-Prowse with his first corner then into Varane. Ward-Prowse, as I mentioned, an absolute cheat code on set pieces. Yes, this one may be offside, so he may not have got an assist on his debut here. Varane might have just snuck offside. He hasn't. Goal awarded. Ward-Prowse, I'm telling you now, absolute cheat code of a player on set pieces. Apparently that's Varane's second goal of the season. I'm pretty sure it's not, Football Manager. I'm pretty sure that's his first one. This is the first competitive match and he's scored one goal. I'm pretty sure that works as one. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it doesn't. Let's bring on Dalot over here instead. Is it Dalot or Dalot? Somebody let me know down in the comments. I am not a Manchester United fan, despite this being a series after 2 videos on Manchester United. I don't actually support Manchester United. If anything, I don't like them that much. Although they are growing on me very, very slowly as I play with them on this on these series. So, Manchester United, 4-1. We go top of the Premier League. Again, the most Manchester United thing I've ever said. Oh, we're not even going to get the league here yet because officially the season hasn't started. Apparently, it doesn't start till tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we just had a Premier League match. So, it should have started. They're just ignoring our existence. But, all right, never mind. Yeah, Teller's there with 2 assists. Absolutely brilliant. Hopefully, we can keep this up a little bit. We might even have some more signings for the next match. We are going to skip, on the channel at least, the Everton and the Bournemouth matches. And we're going to go to the Manchester City match. Because it's a Manchester derby. Why wouldn't you want to see that? So, the last couple of matches since the Leeds one have been interesting. As we can see here, we lost 2-1 to Everton, which is just really, really annoying. Second match of the series and the season, and we're already losing games. And realistically, I mean, look at this. There's no way we should have been losing this match. Dybala started. He actually got himself a goal. Rashford, Musiala, Sancho. How is this team losing to Everton? And Everton were down the bottom of the league, much like they have been in real life. So we should have been winning that one. We did go on and win 4-1 against Bournemouth though, and that one was utterly dominant. I mean, just a fantastic performance all round. Now though, we've got to go and face Manchester City, and I really don't know what I should be expecting. It doesn't help as well, we have got a couple of injuries. Donnarumma not fit enough to start. We have got De Gea as our backup goalkeeper though, which isn't exactly a bad backup. And we're going to go with the 4-3-3 DM wide here for this one, just to make us a little bit more secure at the back. We're going to go with De Gea in goal, Telles, Varane, Tomori and Aarons as our back four, Tonali, Ward-Prowse and Fernandes in midfield. Now we've got Rashford, Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo. Dybala is available to start, but we're going to start Ronaldo for this one, just because I'm hoping big matches, maybe he's the one to be starting. He'll want to be going to score some goals against Manchester City. Manchester City, obviously, who do already in this version of FM, because we've gone into the future, does contain Erling Haaland, which is obviously a confirmed transfer. Christensen has ended up over there. Very, very annoying, because we actually tried to sign him in the transfer window because he's on a free and he's quite a good centre-back for that money, which is literally nothing. Why wouldn't you want him in your side unless you're Chelsea and, of course, you had a transfer embargo and couldn't sign your players, and all of your defence is gone. But if you're not Chelsea, he's quite a good defender to have in your team. Looking at that league table as well, we can see some of the bigger teams haven't had the best start. We aren't the only ones to have dropped points. I think if we have a look at this already, Manchester City have dropped points, as have Chelsea, I believe. It is it's a Manchester City rather than United corner that's going to start the game off for us, and they've already got a goal. That's not exactly the start you want to be seeing, especially seeing Varane just out jump there, not really offering a lot in the way of defence. We're going to encourage the team. The problem being as well is I don't really know how this 4-3-3 is going to perform, especially against the bigger teams. That is going to be, I think, very much the first half of the season, just adjusting it a little bit and working out how our players perform in it, because oh god, not very well apparently. Apparently they don't perform very well at all, because inside 50 minutes we're going to have conceded and now given away a penalty. Maybe the 4-3-3 isn't the way to go. Maybe we should be focusing on attacking and not trying to defend, because apparently defending we don't do it very well. Penalty to Manchester City here. Erling Haaland, the man, going to be taking it. De Gea's not going to get near it, and that automatically means I'm just going to go back. Why would we stay with this if we know that this has been working to a semi-reasonable level, and all of our players we can just switch over straight away like that? We'll see if that makes any difference. It is against Manchester City, so you'd think having the defensive midfielder would be the better option, but we're just being absolutely overrun and battered here, and it's just embarrassing. Let's be honest though, it's a 5-year rebuild. There's a reason we're doing it. We're not really expecting here to be coming in and challenging the likes of Manchester City, and Alex Telles has just got a red card. That seems a little bit harsh. We're going to have to sacrifice Fernandes there and bring on Luke Shaw over on that left-hand side. Luke Shaw, who isn't actually fully fit for this match, if I remember rightly. He has come back from his injury, but he's not completely fit yet, which is why we're still playing Telles. We are going to need, I think, a left-back pretty soon. Pretty sharpish, because if that sort of thing is going to happen, Telles, who I was tempted to start Shaw and then went, no, Telles has been pretty decent at the start of this season. He's got a goal himself. He's got a good couple of assists as well. He's been the man that has been leading that left-hand side, really. So we'll keep starting him. He has thoroughly let us down today, given away a penalty and then got a straight red card. Not exactly the performance you want from him, so we are going to have to look at that left-hand side in the last week or so that we've got left of the transfer window. And Manchester City are now 3 up. This is not great, is it really? Do we drop to cautious? This entire match now just becomes play around and see if anything makes a difference, or if we play the big teams we're just likely to get absolutely battered. We've got to play... Oh my god. What is going on? Rashford now lunging in both feet. We're going to another penalty review. It's another penalty. What is going on? What is happening here? Haaland's going to get his second here. Yeah, De Gea's not getting near that one either. We've just got back again. If you're a Manchester United fan, I know there's a lot of you on the channel. It's the whole reason we're doing this series. I apologise, because honestly, this is disgusting, really, isn't it? This is absolutely disgusting. I think I just pressed no pressure rather than demand more as well. I'd say at this point there's probably quite a lot of pressure, really. Can we maybe at least get a goal? A shot? Can we see a soupçon of an attack from the Manchester team in red? That would be lovely. Maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna... No, we're not. Oh my God, we've managed to save one. Miracles do exist. We have actually managed to save a shot here. Erling Haaland, Bernard Silva are pulling the strings. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed without you telling me. Thanks, Mr. Assistant Manager. That's really, really helpful information. I think at this point we just notch this up and get this over and done with as fast as possible. Oh my God. Oh no. How do you come back from this? Let me know down in the comments below. How would you come back for this? You go 2-3-0 down to a team like Manchester City, and you have a player sent off, and you've given away 2 penalties. How do you come back from this, really? What would be the tactical change here you would have implemented? I obviously haven't done it, and that's probably my bad. I kind of thought we wouldn't get absolutely battered here. Why are we all lunging in with 2 feet? Because my tactic doesn't suggest lunging in with 2 feet every time that the team in blue are near the box, but apparently today we have just chosen violence on the red side of Manchester. When I said make Manchester red again, I meant by winning games, not by breaking people's limbs. They've taken that the wrong way, really, haven't they? That's my bad. That's my bad. Maybe I should have been clearer in my instructions. Max Aarons is having an absolute shocker there as well. We're going to have to take him off. Who have we got? We got Lindelof over here. Yeah, I guess we go Lindelof. Oh, none of it's very good, is it, really? Despite spending all this money in the summer that we spent in episode 1, we are still a long, long way from having a dominant Manchester United team of old. A very, very long way away from it. What we want to do is just roll back the clock, really, to the 90s, and instead of that, we are currently firmly rooted in the present, and that is an ultra dominant Manchester City and a Man United that's not really that good. The match is dead. It's dead and buried at this point. Now it's just a case of let's discuss what the heck we need to do. We've got a long couple of months ahead of us, really, I think. And this sort of thing, I mean, we're just being outplayed here. This, we need to not let happen again. I think that's going to involve some tactical tweaks for the first part, and then possibly, we'll get through the first part of this season, potentially in January, if we can offload some more players, the likes of Maguire, the likes of Phil Jones, those sort of players, and drum up a little bit more money. Maybe we can add a bit to the team. The problem is, if we're going to be performing like this, we haven't got Champions League football to offer players. Players just aren't going to want to come here. They're going to look at this team and just go, no, I'm okay, thank you. Thank you for your offer. If this was a few years ago, I might have considered it. But current Manchester United, I think potentially, again, I am recording this a little bit before you guys would have seen it, so apologies if this isn't an entirely accurate statement at the time you're watching it. But I think this is possibly the problem Manchester United are having in real life as well, is that A&1, they are very, very slow to react and seem to get the ball rolling in the transfer market. At least from the outside, that's what it looks like. It's very difficult to tell what's going on within the inside of a club, but from the outside, it looks very, very slow. And in addition to that, when they do react and go to play, do they want to come to Manchester United right now? especially if it's a team, if you're presented, and again, I'm sorry if you're a Manchester United fan, but if you're presented with either Manchester United or Man City, and you're going to get maybe regular starting at Manchester City and be a star player at Manchester United, where do you choose to go? I think Manchester City probably pay you more money. You're more likely to win trophies, awards, all the stuff that comes with that. You're playing Champions League football. Yeah, maybe you're not winning the Champions League because City struggle with that, but you're definitely at least aiming to get there. Ronaldo, we finally have had a shot, and it's from Cristiano Ronaldo, who you would bet on getting it on target, and he just completely fluffs his lines and boots it over the bar. That is about the summary of today, really, isn't it? And it's another corner for Manchester City. It's almost another goal as well. We're going to make another substitution. I think Rashford needs to come off. Musiala, I mean, you can play there. Yeah, you can come on that side. I know you want to play as a centre attacking mid, but on this occasion, it gives you a little bit of game time. You're going to slowly progress into a world-class player, or you're going to get really knocked off and leave. It's one or the other, really. Don't know which one's going to come first. And look at this. This is the thing as well. There's a lack of urgency, which, yes, is down to the tactic, and that's going to take some tweaking, as I said before. But it's very much the epitome, really, of the current Manchester United team. Ball into Musiala. The man comes on and does put the ball in the back of the net, but it also looks like it's offside. Let's see what the referee says. Yep, love that. Love that. He gets his first goal for Manchester United, but it is disallowed for an apparent offside, which, yeah, it was by quite a long while. But it would have been nice to just let us have one. You're 5-0 up. You could have just given us that one. It isn't going to make any difference to you, really. Bit of goal difference. You're Manchester City. You're going to dominate everyone all season anyway. Or you're going to have your Fm22 thing in 5 years where you collapse. But it seems to happen a lot in Fm22. There's their 6th goal, and I think that's Erling Haaland's hat-trick as well. 2 penalties and 1 from open play. Less than ideal. I mean, the problem with looking at this as well, as I'm looking at it, it's against Manchester City, obviously a very, very good team. But we're equally away from home, down to 10 men within 20 minutes. Playing a tactic to start the match that maybe we're not familiar with. Maybe this was to be expected. Maybe this is going to be the sign of the season to come, at least for a little while, until we can work things out. Which is not exactly the start to the season we wanted, or this series really. 1 win and 1 loss, and in total 6 points from a possible 12, leaving us 9th place. We need to get better, and we need to get better very, very quickly. We've also got a Carabao Cup 3rd round match coming up against Liverpool. I don't think anyone especially cares about the Carabao Cup. Be nice to win a bit of silverware. It's not the best cup to win, though, let's be honest, is it? For now, though, we're going to play through quite a few games, I think. I'm thinking we probably end up coming back around sort of October time. Maybe for the Arsenal and Chelsea match. It will very much depend what's happening in the results with the matches in between those ones. I don't think we're likely to make a lot more in terms of transfers now either. So we'll just look forward to the next set of matches, which will be on the next episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, or at least were interested by it, I don't know if a 6-0 battering by Man City is enjoyable, but if it was, please do hit the like button down below. And if you haven't already, if you're new to the series, hit the subscribe button as well. Really, really helps out. You've hit the notification bell as well. YouTube lets you know whenever we upload this series, and you can follow along as we attempt to rebuild Manchester United. Until next time though, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you over on the next episode, but in the meantime, check out the video on the screen now. Bye bye.